Yes, sir. I have another question, but I didn't hear the answer to my first question as far as council convening to discuss funding for ARPA dollars for our awards.
Right, and I had referred to, I think that's an offline conversation right now with Council President Sommerville. Mr. Fricker, you could be involved in that conversation as well, but I think that's, as far as ARPA dollars and council goes, that's a conversation we're not going to hold necessarily for this day today.
Oh, okay, well, Mr. Chairman, I do have another question, but I would like to state, per the instructions that come from the U.S. Treasury, these discussions are supposed to be public for the citizens to participate. We're a representative government. I'm sure we've all been contacted. We've held meetings in our wards on how these dollars are to be expensed. To have a closed backdoor conversation, I don't think is fair to our constituents. So I would like for us to, before we have to pass this budget, have a discussion with the council on how we're going to bring these dollars into our ward. But I do have another question. Looking at dollars that have been expensed. Now, I know we created a chief of staff position. Did any legislation ever come in before council for us to vote on that position? And how much is that position being paid?
I'm not. So you're referring to who, please?
Well, because we have it in the budget, we have a position. But for any position to be created in council, it takes a 2/3 vote by council. Now maybe I'm missing, per section 30 in our charter and our rules, we are a legislative body. We don't have any bosses, we're co-equal. For us to hire someone, council only operates through resolutions and ordinances. An ordinance has to come in for us to hire someone. Not saying that we don't need the person, but if we're going to follow our rules,
okay, let me go
and operate in order, that's
to
what I'm
President
asking.
Sommerville, because I think she had a response there.
Yeah, I just wanted to correct something so that Councilman Neal has the correct information. Akron City Council has one hire, and that is our clerk, okay? But we can provide you with salary information or whatever else that you're asking for, Councilman Neal. Just let me know, and I'll get you all the information that you need, okay?
Well, yeah, I'm just going by our charter. Our charter says for any employment in council, it takes a 2/3 vote. And I'm asking, it's been spoken about how the position has helped us. But again, when did this come before us? How much is that position being paid? I mean, it's public information, but if council doesn't know, we've got to operate within, we've been talking about following our rules, following our charter. I'm just asking, when did it come in? Maybe I missed it.
So the budget question is regarding how much she's making, or?
What is that position being paid? And for us to create the position, council has to vote on it. We can't just create the position. It's just like, it was great that we spent that money. It was a great cause to get out the COVID kits. But we can't just expense money without voting on it as council. And these things are missing. So I'm just asking, maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed the vote. I'm just asking, when did the legislation come in for us to approve the position and to approve the salary and where it was coming out of our budget?
Okay. I understand the question. I don't think it's a question we're answering here today. We're trying to move through numbers, but it is a legitimate question. And I'll ask yourself and Mrs. Sommerville to please get together on this. I think we'd all like to hear if we're mistaken about something, but
well, Mr. Chairman, I'll leave this here. I know we'll have a chance to have another conversation. These are budget hearings. This is a direct budget question. This is where these things should be finalized. We operate as a collective body.
Okay, again, and let me encourage you to have conversation with President Sommerville. All right, I think she's open to that. And if there's anything that we need to know, if there's any rules that we're breaking, I'm sure that'll be brought to our attention.
Yes, sir.
So I want to stop now because I want us to get hung up here.